Hi buddy, hi Tamar. Welcome to our Q&A for April. The season is just around the corner and the people's got questions. We have very interesting and funny questions today. So stay with us. Let's go to Adrian Jutronich. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. He has a bolder prediction about Bran. Bran will flash back to the moment of his conception. And that scene of his parents fucking will loop forever in his mind until he uses his powers to burn himself and his tree network, thus defeating the White Walkers. Boom. Can we steal that theory, please? We'll have to revise our Sci-Fi Night enjoys our Q&As and he or she wants to know if you have any historical inspiration in mind for Oberyn Martell.
Oberyn?
Oberyn.
לא אמרת דורן?
לא, אמרתי אוברין. עשית כל הזמן שם. No?
No.
Why not? A well-traveled man, well-traveled noble that learned a lot of stuff.
Can't think of anything right now.
You had, okay, while you did your homework, it was about Doran Martell. Who is?
Who's one of our
Commentators?
commenters, Ultima Nome.
Shout out.
She said
she's
like a doctor for something history.
That's like the academic term.
And
specific, and she's Portuguese.
And she said that Doran is like Alfonso X.
Okay.
Alfonso X.
Okay.
Alfonso X.
Who
ruled Castilla in the 13th century.
Okay.
And
he was wise.
He was the wise, you know, he procreated a lot of, and sponsored a lot of culture and cosmopolitans.
And what about, Oberyn? No? Nothing?
No. And maybe his brother. Alfonso XI.
Okay, Jacob Taylor. He loves our video. Thank you, Jacob. And he was wondering if we could do a video on House Rain and its real-life inspiration in Simon de Montfort. Also, if you have any theories about the Rains that survived, the Montforts.
I don't know much about it.
I don't remember anything about House Rain.
House Rain is from the reigns of Castamere. The house that Tywin destroyed.
Yeah, okay.
It's not my specialty.
What's not your specialty?
Specific details in the story, you know.
Right. We're not that good in that. Like we get a lot of questions and theories about specific things that this character said and that character said, and we never have any good or smart thing to say about that.
Beside the obvious and what is known in the community.
After I watch a video by Preston Jacobs.
Yeah, Preston Jacobs is the guy.
He's the guy for that. Yeah, we look at the big themes, where the story is going, generally, stuff like that. So sorry, Jacob. Okay, Terry FGM, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. He says, either use your native language or don't do this at all. What a pain in the ass to listen to. למה? טרי, למה ככה?
Come and tell it to my face.
Okay, Vampire Bill disagrees with Terry FGM. He says, that's all caps. Y'all accent are fake as shit. Here's how I know. You pretend to fumble for words, but you pronounce them as if you struggle with English, yet you say the word perfectly. You clowns pretend to sound like you're from fucking Westeros. Stop using cheap gimmicks and pretending to predict known spoilers. Idiots! Did you read that comment? I forgot about it. Like I copy-pasted it and then just...
So what he's saying is that we fake our Israeli accent?
Sure.
To sound from Westworld? Sound
from Westworld because we want less viewers. Yeah. We want viewers to be annoyed at our accents. That makes sense? You're a business genius. Come on. Okay, Muhamad Al-Mansour. Hello from Saudi Arabia. Hello. He has a question. If we would own a house of our own, if we would have a house of our own, what would be the sigil and house motto?
I would choose maybe gorilla. a
Gorilla.
roaring gorilla.
Okay.
And the slogan is "Hear me roar," like
The Lannisters?
So I'll need to exterminate the Lannisters before
Okay.
that.
Get in line. Get in line.
Hear me roar.
Maybe mine would be a hammock. A hammock. Okay. Max M loves us. Thank you. He enjoys the dynamics. And he has a question about the US's role in the Middle East, because we mentioned in one of our videos that we think that basically the US establishment, political establishment, has an interest that there will be peace here in the Middle East, and he disagrees because of the support of some of the Gulf nations and Saudi Arabia that infringe on human rights, to say the least. I would say that overall the US is for peace, like the State Department and the military and NSA, whatever. But they're not. But they could want it more. If they wanted it more, they would pressure both sides, especially Bibi, harder, because they can say, okay, you won't get $1 until you do the X, Y, and Z, and then he would have to do it. But they try to play the game both ways. But that's because of the political situation and the influence.
And AIPAC.
And AIPAC and Sheldon Adelson. It has more to do with Sheldon Adelson than it has to do with the military-industrial complex, if you ask me. Because if we would have peace with the Palestinians, we will get even more money from the United States in foreign aid to buy more weapons, and the Palestinians, after some time, they will get, and then everybody will get more money. Everybody will get richer, like the top 1%. Okay. Casey Coons, hi Casey, dear patron. He wants to know if Trump is more dangerous than Joffrey. And who does Hillary remind you in Game of Thrones?
Of course, Trump is more dangerous than Joffrey. Trump will have his finger on the nukes, you know. Will create a lot more damage than some spoiled king who rules maybe 20 million people in Westeros.
But he is partly to blame for the war because he beheaded Ned.
No, I'm not defending Joffrey. I'm not a Joffrey apologist.
Okay. And who does Hillary remind you in Game of Thrones?
I saw this meme that compares Hillary to Cersei.
Okay.
I think there is a room for comparison.
Okay.
Like I don't really know why Hillary wants to be a president, beside the fact that she really feels, at least 7 years, that it's her turn now, and she can do a better job.
I see some Hillary in Marjorie. She's not a bad person at heart, but she plays the game, and she does bad things because this is the way the game is played.
No, I think.
But when Hillary was younger, do you think she was evil?
She was campaigning for.
Before that, when she volunteered to expose segregation, stuff like that.
I don't know. You meet all kind of people in life, you know.
Okay, what does that mean?
I mean that I met a lot of people that you could see even from a young age that there is something very political in them, in the sense
very
that ambitious and political, like they doing stuff in that they calculate from a young age that they need to do this stuff right now because it will help their future career, political career. Okay. I think Hillary was like that.
Okay. Marcus Arques loves our videos. Thanks.
By the way, Marcus in Hebrew is
Mr. Okay. He just rewatched our video about the wall, the first one, right, about the wall. He thinks maybe it could have similarities with the northern frontier along the Rhine River in the late Roman era, that the barbarian, later the barbarian invasions.
Yeah, we said something like that, no?
No, we haven't.
Or we edited out.
Let's say we edited.
No, we talked about migration and the fall of the Roman Empire.
But we didn't talk about maybe the Rhine, the northern frontier.
Yeah,
being
we didn't
the war.
Get specific. But
he thought of it first, Marcos.
Yeah, I really believe that the wildlings, the role of the wildlings in the story is to change the demographic and, as a consequence, to influence the future politics and political systems. The same way that the German tribes that migrated to Rome gradually changed the society and
Right.
brought to the fall of the empire on a longer process.
Okay. Let's go to Arques. A question for us. Who's had more influence over the Seven Kingdoms? Bloodraven or the Maesters? Because Bloodraven can supposedly control and influence people because it's a super war green seer with magic.
On the face of it, I would say the Maesters, because no one knows about Bloodraven.
Yeah, maybe we're
at the
wrong.
moment, at the moment, yeah.
Maybe we're wrong, but we'll have to find out because
Yeah.
it could be a lot of
You
speculation.
see the Maesters, you can see their influence when they're talking to the lords, and
Right.
they have positions in the court and
Right.
in the councils, you know, you don't
Right.
see Bloodraven.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, get that. Okay. Angolan Boy. Hi, Angolan Boy. He likes our videos. He's watching it from Africa, specifically Angola. Shout out Angola and Africa. I think you're the first African who commented and said that he was African. Deepan Nathan hopes we guys run the world someday. Thanks, but no thanks.
No, thanks.
Okay, Ricky Hunt thumbed down our Clegane video because you were talking shit about Sander. We got a dislike because of you. He said that you said that he's a minor character. That's racist.
He is. Sorry.
Thumbs down!
It is
Thumbs down.
mathematically proven now.
Right.
It is?
Okay, it is, it is.
It is?
Okay, but science, what's science after all? Okay.
Math.
Colonel Conalingis. Okay, he wants a smoke out. Oops! He means a shout out. Shout out.
Shout out, Colonel.
And he says, while the other YouTubers have been sitting on their asses, you guys have stepped it up, putting out killer video after killer video, which is why you have become my favorite source for my GOT fix during the season. Keep up the good work. Thanks.
Thanks, Colonel.
Thanks, Colonel. CC Bunch of Numbers has a question. Do you see any parallels between the Palestinian-Israeli conflict and any other prolonged conflict in the A Song of Ice and Fire world? I would say the disputed,
No, next question?
the disputed lands.
The disputed
They
lands.
have wars all the time. They're disputed, and nobody knows exactly what the fuck is going on there.
That's not the same thing. You can't compare it. That's not the same thing. Does the Marine blow up buses in Pentos? I don't think so.
I don't think it's about the Mirin and the Pentoshi. It's about the Lis and the Mir, I think.
That's the difference, Alex.
CJ Pop. Could the Mad King be a good parallel to King Saul's story from the Bible as well?
Yes, I can see.
Talk a little bit about King Saul.
Shaul Saul was the first
Hebrew.
Israelite
Israelite
king,
okay.
chosen by God, Mashiach. He used to get into a prophetic ecstasy,
Okay.
like, you know, inside
Like
a
a shamanic
trance.
something?
Yeah, inside
Shamanic
a
something?
trance and something like that. And you can read his character as someone of a manic depressive type.
Okay.
Like he used to get into depression and then ask for David to play the violin
Right.
and also music.
Play the violin.
Play the violin. So yeah, he got mad and he got very jealous with.
So why do you think?
David.
Okay, it becomes too boring. Why do you think it's like the Mad King? Because of the
Because he was mad.
he was mad. King Saul was mad, and did he do horrible things while mad?
Yeah, he didn't kill all the Amalekites.
He didn't kill them,
Didn't kill all of
and
them.
this is why.
He was punished. It was a
punished.
very naughty thing because Yahweh told him to kill everyone. He was supposed to kill them all and exterminate them, but he didn't do it.
Thanks, Saul. Okay, Ciaran Burt. He says that our channel and Preston Jacobs are his favorite A Song of Ice and Fire channels, together coupled with Emergency Awesome. Thanks. He would love to have us over there in the UK. What is your view on R+L equals Danny and Ashara plus Brandon equals John theory?
I'm very convinced by R+L equals J. I said it right? Yeah. I'm very convinced by that.
I'm ready to be convinced by any theory. I don't mind. I don't have any, like if, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't have any strong
when I
opinion.
read about this theory the first time, there was so many clues that I suspected during the first time. When the second time I read it, that it was, really fitting,
Nicely.
nicely. Like the flower on the wall, with the vision, because then flowers are like blue flowers, or was her favorite flower, and then there is this vision with the flower on the wall, stuck inside the wall. So the flower is supposed to be John, maybe.
Okay, so the pressing wants us to give him a shout out already. Thank you. No, come on, shout out, Mr. Soda. Paul Muller. He enjoys our videos. Thank you. And he wants to know if you see any resemblance between the High Sparrow and
Savonarola.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Who is Savonarola?
Savonarola was a religious figure in Florence during the Renaissance, like late 15th century. Actually, it fits very nicely with this High Sparrow guy.
Okay.
He preached against the corruption of the church. He took control over Florence for a small period of time, creating a republic of sorts.
Okay.
He was very much against secular arts. He burned a lot of stuff,
So that fits nicely with our bold
Yeah.
predictions.
He got killed. He was excommunicated and then tortured and killed.
Spoiler alert.
Now that I think about it,
Okay.
cut the comment.
Okay. Last comment by Nour Azhari about our new channel, The Wandering Jews. You should definitely subscribe, because this is what Nour Azhari did, right? Let me read. Why such a specific name? Why you mention your religion there? Horrible idea. I'm not gonna subscribe. GoT Academy is universal, but The Wandering Jews is not for everyone, or is that what I feel? Sorry guys. I have loved mostly all your videos, especially the progressive vibe I get when you talked about Bernie Sanders and other world leaders. I am disappointed.
Does he know that Bernie Sanders is a Jew?
But he doesn't say he's Jewish all the time. We have it. It's like not Bernie Jew Sanders.
We don't have a religion.
No, we don't have a religion.
Judaism is not only a religion. We're not religious at all.
Yeah, I don't feel Jewish.
So if you have problem with Jews, we are not.
We're with you.
You can still You can still subscribe, man.
Okay, let's wrap it up. This time we're asking you not to post your questions for the next Q&A, because the next Q&A would be after the first episode of season 6, and we'll ask you to post your questions after you watch the first episode in our episode review. Okay, so that's right around the corner. The season is very exciting, very exciting.
Look at the shakes. I will be very grateful and happy and thankful and grateful if you will support us on Patreon, because even though we enjoy doing this a lot, we will, to make it a little bit more sustainable,
Okay, whatever. So subscribe to get all our episode reviews really soon of season 6. Bye. We'll see you all next time.
יושב על נקודות? למה אתה תמיד יושב על נקודות?